Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today. If this is your first time or you just haven't subscribed to us yet, please do hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so that you know each and every time we post a video. Today I've got a bit of a craft haul slash organise with me, I guess. I've really taken to making shaker cards and I genuinely enjoy making them after having lots of problems. I've got lots of bags of like glitters and sequins and things that are just chucked in this storage box. Now it's absolutely fine, it's doing the job that I need it to do, but what I am finding is that one, it's quite difficult finding the colours that I like, and two, there is a lot of static in these bags. So I wanted another way to be able to store them, and I've got things like these flowers that I bought the weekend that they're fine in the bag while they're closed, but once I open that bag, I just know they're going to go everywhere. So I was looking at what I could do to store them. I wanted something that I could reuse when the colours had run out, something that I could either wash out or something and just reuse and keep them as kind of like a staple in my craft room. For my rhinestones, I use some little glass vials, which for my rhinestones, they're perfect. Rhinestones don't stick, there's no static in them, they just tip out, and once they're all gone, I've got a clean little glass jar. But that wouldn't be any good for any of my sequins and glitters, so I wanted something with a bigger top. So I've picked up a pack of these square plastic bottles. Now I do have a confession, I can't remember how much I paid for them. They were, that you get 50 in here, and they were a price, but then there was also a 6% off voucher code thing on there. So I picked them up. If I can find the link, then I'll drop it in the description box for them. But in here you get some little sheet labels, which, to be honest with you, I won't use those because I just need to be able to see what's in them. And then, sorry, I'm trying to open them off camera because it's a very crinkly packet. And then we have these little tubs. They've got the screw-on lid, which is perfect. They're not amazing quality, but I think they're going to be fine for what I want them for. They probably could have done with being a little bit bigger for some of my things. Like, I'm just looking at this, they aren't all going to fit in one of those. But what I might do actually is, I've got like that one, that'll probably go in there. But I thought we could have a go at maybe like organising a few of these. I won't show you me doing them all. I feel like that's going to be a bit of a disaster, isn't it? I won't show you them doing me. I won't show you me doing them all. Got there in the end because it will just become very repetitive and a little bit boring. But I do want to show you how some of these are going to look. I'm just going to move in some of these. In fact, even they aren't going to fit in them. They are quite a bit smaller than I thought they were going to be. But it's all okay. Some of it is because I've got the bits of tumble dry sheets in there, because I found that even once I decanted them into like these, there was still a lot of static in them. I think that's taking up a lot of room. Let me try and take some of them out. Still want some of the dry sheets in here because it has really helped. But I probably won't need them all in these small tubs, hopefully. There we go, let's put some more space in. And then if I take these ones out as well, here we go. Oops. Just pat that on there, because even with the tumble dry sheets, there's a couple bits just stuck. There we go. Nearly put them back in the big one then. There we go. Perfect. And I think that they're a really nice size now that I know that they fit. They're not too big. My worry was I didn't want like any more of these really big ones. These big ones are handy, like these are going to go in nicely in here. See the static in that bag? This is the problem that I've been having. And although I have now kind of mastered the shaker card, all of this static in these is not going to help the static in your own cards. Put some of these in. These should help reduce that. That's a better fitting product in that one. So I'll pop that back on the side. That's one of those. So let's have a look at some of these as well. So some of them I have put some of these little bits of what do you call it in tumble dry sheet, but you can see just how staticky they still are. They've just gone absolutely flying because of the static in them. And I really think that the bags are not helping. This is what I did the other day. I worked literally on a tumble dry sheet. I did some, for anybody who watched my Temu haul, I picked up some packets of sequins in that from there, and I've redecanted some of those, and they were like this, just really staticky. And I worked on a tumble dry sheet and it knocked a lot of the static out before I put them in the packets. I'll leave it at that. Some of them I may just have to leave some in. Oh, so messy. Coming out the other end now, look. There we go, that's better. In these little pieces here, just try and keep as much of that static out as I can. That's my main goal. Once you've worked it on the tumble dryer sheet, you're alright. But I think that's going to be so much handier to use those. So let's keep going. I'll do a couple more just to show you. This is the other thing that we find, that sometimes they get stuck under these like lips in the bags. Whereas now they'll be just in one of these tubs. Just give that a quick tap. Just a couple that missed. There we go. Because some of these bags, look, you don't get a lot in. Like, there's more than enough there for a few shaker cards. But let's just keep going. This is some more of those like circle type ones. Just look at all that static. What I am going to do is I'm going to put them in piles. So like these, I know all already have some of the little pieces. I do know that there are some that don't yet. So I've got some tumble dry sheets here that I can just chop up and put them in. The ones that I've moved into, like that are in these bags, are probably the worst ones, in all honesty. Look at all that lot. Some of the ones that I've got in my bigger jars were like just as staticky as this, and once they were in the jars for a bit with some of the tumble dry sheets, it did knock a lot of it out. So I'm hoping that over time that's what will happen, and that maybe these bags were just keeping it charged, as you might say. Oh god, that went everywhere. We'll see. I'm not sure how many bags I've got in here actually, so they may still not be enough, but at least if I can move most of them, then I can always buy some more at a later date. Put that in there. There we go. That is what pretty much all of my day is going to consist of, is popping these into this tub. So what I'll do is I'll pause the video because it's a very repetitive one, and I'll try and jump back on when I've done a few more to show you what they all look like. I am back, and it definitely took me a lot longer than I'd originally anticipated, and for good reason. When I paused the video, I said that I would just do some more. I had planned on only doing some more, but actually once I got started into it, it was very, very messy to move them from the bags to the tubs. So I thought, do you know what, I'm just going to try and do as many as I can until either I run out of glitter or I run out of tubs, whichever comes first. I have run out of tubs first, so I will need to order some more. To be fair, I got a lot of the glitters and sequins done, so you saw how full this tub was. This is all I've actually got left, so there isn't too many, but I'm always on the lookout for more and more sequins and glitters and things, so I'm just going to buy the same amount, which I think it was 50, I might be wrong. I'm sure it was 50. I'm going to buy the same amount, and then I've got some left for when I order some more. To be fair, for the most part, all of my glitters did fit in. For the most part, there is quite a big gap in the jars. Like, they were definitely the right size jar to pick. Some of them are a little bit fuller than others, so like these love hearts, pretty full. I've got some in here with some butterflies in, and they are pretty much full to the top as well, so like that one over there. But most of the others are roughly about halfway. It did make a horrendous mess, and there's still some coming off. Am I covered in glitter? Yes, I am. Is my office covered in glitter? Yes, it is. Is it going to take about 900 years to hoover this lot up? Absolutely. But I actually really like the way that this sits. I think they're going to be a lot easier. What I have done is in each of the tubs, I've put some cut up pieces of the tumble dryer sheets in here. I'm trying to see if I can find one where you can see them quite clearly, in the hope that it will help to remove or at least reduce some of the static in these. I've got a jar of it. I basically take a few strips, cut them down, and keep a jar to one side with them. And then as I start using them, if I find that there's some that are just still really staticky, I'll put some more in. But yeah, I actually really like the look of these. I need to try and figure out some way of storing them now. Tempted to empty one of my smaller drawers that I've got at the side of me. Not sure which side, and maybe stand them up. Yeah, not sure yet, but I think that they look pretty cool. They're definitely going to be a lot easier to use, a lot easier to see. And yeah, I like the look of that. I know it was a longish video. It certainly took me a lot longer in the background as well, but I hope you've enjoyed it and it gives you some inspiration. I will try and link these tubs in the description box. When it comes to all of these glitters, a lot of them came from either eBay or Temu, so I probably won't be able to link any of them, but definitely go head over to those and check them out as well. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and a wonderful rest of your week. Bye for now.